In this video, we're going to focus on how we can put the text in the perfect center, and we're going to use a very useful command that is built into Chart.js for this. So let's start to explore how we can center this text. In this video, we're going to look at how to get the center of the donut chart in Chart.js. So what we're going to do here, first of all, is to get a border template, which you can find here on Getting Started, or chartjs3.com Getting Started. This link you can find as well in the description box. Once you're on here, copy this chunk of code. There we are. And then, by the way, if you want to understand what this code does, make sure you watch this video that explains it all. So then we're going to paste this in here, cut this out, and then we're going to put that in there, save, refresh. There we are. So now we have this. Let's go down here and maximize the size, or at least I'll make this 50% because of the donut chart. Go down here, convert this into a donut chart as well. Save, refresh, there we are. What I want to do is I want to remove the scales because we don't need them. And what I want to do as well is, well, I guess everything else here is fine except for this. I'm going to say here a cut out percentage. And we put this on 90% so we have a big space for the text. There we are. So now what I want to do is I want to get the center of this while considering that we have a legend, that we have a top, or maybe we have the left, right, or bottom, or something else as well. So let's start to do this. To do this, what I need to do here is in the options, or at least after the options, put a comma, say plugins, and then what we're going to do here is we're going to create, let's say here, our center text plugin or donut plugin, something like that. You can give it anything you want. Let's copy this because we're making our custom plugin. So I'm going to give this a name here, or at least as a comment. This plugin block, and then I'm going to say here constant, the center text donut equals, and then I'm going to say an ID. I'm going to put that in there, comma, and then I'm going to say here after data sets draw. So we're going to draw this text after we've drawn all the data set text, or sorry, all the data set or data points or slices of the donuts. So then we're going to put in your three parameters, the chart, the arcs, and the plugin options. So then what I want to do is here an object destruction, and if you want to understand object destruction, check in the description box. You can find a video understanding Chart.js object destruction. So I'm going to say constant. I'm going to say this equals chart, as that's our object, and then we're going to say ctx, and I think that is more than enough for now. We only want to draw something. So once we did this, what I want to do next is start to work on drawing the text, and I want to get here the center of it. Then after we have to draw it. So what I'm going to do here is do a console log, and then I'm going to say here chart.getDataSetMeta 0. And this is basically a built-in Chart.js feature or function that allows us to grab the data sets that we have, because what I want to here is I want to get specifically the x and y coordinates. So I'll say here in data, and I'm going to grab here just data 0. If I save this and then refresh here, open up developer tab, we get a lot of information here, and you can see here eventually, let's change that a bit, but I can increase this. You can see here what we are getting here is the x and y, and if we are correct, and because we just changed this, let's refresh again so we get all of these. You can see here the x and y is always the same. Basically the x and y is the center here. So let me just show you this. So if I say here .x, save, refresh, we get all of this. Alright. So and if we do .y, we will get the x and y coordinates. Quite straightforward. So if I do now very simple, I'm going to just draw a shape. I'm going to say here ctx.fill rectangle. I'm going to make a simple rectangle for now. And I'm going to say here this is the x, so let's say here constant x equals this, and then what I want to do is I want to get the constant of y, and the constant of y will be equal to y here. So I'm going to say here x, y, and then the width and the height. So the width will be only 10 pixels and the height will be 10 pixels. If I save this, refresh, you can see here now it is in the center, but you might say, well, hold on, it's not really in the center. That is correct because it starts from the center and then goes to the right side and to the bottom. So we have to basically divide this by 2 to get the center of this. But anyway, I don't want the shape here, and we just want to get a text. So let's put in a text now. And how do we do this? Well, first of all, to do this, we need to know what's the text. And I'm going to make a very simple text here. I'm going to say here constant text. I'm going to say here, this will be I am in the center. Very straightforward. Then what I want to do is I want to make sure that we measure the text, because this text here needs to be measured. What would be the width of that, so we can put it in the center. So I'm going to use here a new constant. I'm going to say a text width, and this text width is a command, which is ctx dot measure text. And what's the text I want to measure? Well, this one here, whatever is this. So that's the first variable. The next one would be like that. So we keep it like this, but then we say here dot width to get the width of that text. So once we did this, and then if I will grab now here a console log, you will see this will be converted into pixels. So if I do this and then save, refresh, open up developer tab, you can see here the text apparently is 95 pixels or 95.80 pixels in size or in width. So what I want to do now is I want to be, of course, very clear in the font size. I want to even specify the font size before we measure the text, so it understands that this would be what specific font size. So I'm going to say here ctx dot font, and then we're going to say here the following. I'm going to say here, do we want to make it bold? Well, let's make this bold. Then we're going to say here 12 pixels, and then we're going to say here the font family, because that will also impact the size of it. Say sans serif. So if I save this now, we might have a different shape here. As you can see here, it is now a different width. Now value 100. Why? Because by default it gets, I guess, the Arial or another specific font family. But now we're specifying the font family that Chart.js uses, which is sans serif, and apparently that one is even bigger in size because the character, or how the character is being drawn. So now it's 100.67 pixels. So let's start to continue on. And what I want to do now here, we have the X and Y, we have the width, but if I'm going to grab here, for example, the width, not on this one here, but what I want to do here now is I'm going to say ctx dot fill text. I want to draw the text, and then here we're going to put in 3 variables. First of all, it will be the font or the text that we have, the X and the Y position. Since we already named all of those X and Y, and we have the text here already, this should work, but we're not fully in the center. So let's save this, refresh, and you can see here now what is happening here. So we have to calculate in the center, but there are a few things that we can do here. First of all, we could text align it in the center to see if that will work accordingly. So what I'm going to say here, ctx dot text align, and I'm going to put this on the center, in the center, instead of left. By default it is left, so let's cut this out, put that in here, save, there we are. So now I guess we are already perfectly in the center, but we could, to make sure to put the baseline or the font height correctly, what I'm going to do is the following. I'm going to say here, let's see, we're going to say here ctx. So we're going to say here ctx dot not text align, it is here the item, let me double check, the text base line. That's the one. Alright, and this one here, we just want to make sure that this one is in the middle. So we force it in the center, but the term here is middle for that. So now we have this, and let me just make sure that this is well done in here. Alright, we have this, remove that one, remove all of this. And now if I save this, this should be, it's already in the center and in the middle, I guess. But I just want to make sure that this is forced well. So now we have this one here, and we can remove this item here, put that all together. There we are. Finally, what I want to do is to cross test this. We're going to say plugins, and then here we're going to say legends, and we're going to move this legend to another position. And we're going to say position will be right, save, refresh, and as you can see here, it starts to move that nicely away. We can do this even bottom, and let's see, save, refresh, There we are. And of course, what we could do as well is here, we're going to say a title. Okay, a comma, and then we're going to say here, display will be true. And then we're going to say as well, text. What the text will be is hello. Save, refresh, and as you can see here, this will move it nicely into the center. And as well, if we move this here, you can see it becomes in the center as well. Of course, then it might here overlap the bar or the ring of the donut. So you have to consider that one. However, this is basically the way how you can get the perfect center of the donut chart. So if you enjoyed this video and maybe you want to, for example, trigger the center here with hovering effect or only show a text if you hover, in that case I'm going to recommend you this video here on how to show text in the center on hover in a donut chart in Chart.js.